Good afternoon, guys, and welcome back to another video here in Mexico. Today we are in Mexico City, and of course we are going to eat our way through the city once again. We've got some interesting stops today, some really delicious stops that I'm very excited to share with you guys. So let's go ahead and start eating our way through the city. First stop for today, obviously, we gotta go and get some meat. And we've come to a place known as Huesitos El Güero. They've been around since 1995. So that's almost like, what, 25 years of history? And what they do are huesitos, which are ribs. And these ribs look absolutely incredible. What I'm gonna do first, I'm just gonna try out just a little bit, squeeze just a little bit of lemon. I just want to try the pure meat out just by itself, just to see, you know, how soft it is. Let's try it out. Oh. All right, a couple of things right off the bat. First, they are salty. They are super well seasoned. Really salty. And oh yeah, I quite like that it's super salty. It's a meaty, salty flavor. It's actually not that soft and tender, but that's because this is actually fried. You can taste a little bit of like that oiliness to it, that sort of greasiness to it. So it's not just pure like braised ribs. That's not what it is. But wow, that is amazing. Okay, now the proper way to eat this is to get some tortillas, okay? And I think we're gonna get some of the meat off of here. And obviously, we didn't even put the salsa in yet. We've got to put some salsa in. I'm gonna get more pieces of meat. Oh, I think, you know what? I'm just gonna put the whole thing in here. And obviously we gotta put some of the onions and some of the cilantro. Gotta squeeze just a little bit of lemon on top of the ribs. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a very satisfying meaty bite right here. I have no idea how I'm going to eat this, but let's go ahead and try this out. First off, if you're not eating it with the salsa, you got it completely wrong. That salsa is so spicy and so good. Oh wow, if you're not eating with the salsa, you're just completely missing out the entire point of this thing. Meat nice and soft on the inside, but you can see it becomes really juicy, and the tortilla is kind of struggling to hold it all together because that meat is juicy, the salsa is juicy, the lemon juice, plus everything together is just really juicy. Oh my goodness, but wow, that salsa really has a kick. I mean, I'm still struggling from that kick because that is very spicy. You gotta mix it all in with the tortillas and everything. You put in some of the onions and cilantros, you're putting in that salsa, you put in that lemon juice, the combination together works better. If you just have it by itself just like that, it's just not as good. It doesn't work. Just having the meat itself, it's lacking that flavor. You've got to have it all together. So don't eat it just with the meat. Trust me, I've tried it. It's good, but when you get it in a combination like this, that's when you're really talking. Wow, that was a very delicious meal. I mean, what really stood out for me is that salsa. And when you put it all together, the tortilla, the salsa, the onions, that's when it really stands out. That's when you're like, okay, this is why this place is so good. This is why it's so amazing. But absolutely incredible. But you know what? There is a market just literally right across the street. So we're gonna go walk inside and see if we can eat anything. Okay, the market definitely has a lot of food options, but a lot of them are closed because I think it's Monday today. So I did see a bakery outside the market, so I think we're gonna go head there and maybe get some dessert.
¿Cuál es tu más popular? Empanadas, jamón.
Jamón, ¿qué más?
Hay de Nutella, es como chocolate, de queso Filadelfia y piña.
De piña,
Nutella es crema.
Y también uno más de crema.
¿Cuánto cuesta? 16, 8. Son 16 de las dos.
All right, I'm currently crossing a highway, but it's gonna be absolutely worth it because I just got these empanadas from this bakery right over there. Now they have savory empanadas, so they have empanadas with ham and tuna and everything, but I decided to go for the sweet ones. But that bakery, the reason I went there is because A, it's a super long line, and B, the smell is just incredible. Like, I cannot describe to you how amazing. When you're walking down that street, when you smell those empanadas, they're just absolutely incredible. I got 2 empanadas, one with cream and one with Nutella. All right, I can't wait any longer. Let's go ahead and try this out. That is without the doubt the best empanada I've ever had in my life. What sets this empanada apart from all the other empanadas I've had is the pastry itself. It's like a puff pastry, but better. It's coated, as you can see, with sugar, but it's just so puffy. There's so many layers in there. You can just see all those layers just stacked up in there like that. Oh, that is incredible. It's so light, so bouncy, so crispy. Oh, this is, yeah, without a doubt, this is the best empanada, and it's because of the pastry. The filling is just cream, nothing special about that. But the pastry, oh my god, this is the best pastry for empanadas I've ever had in my life. All right, the other one we've gotten is a Nutella one, and this is piping hot. It literally was just out of the oven. It was in the oven seconds ago, and it is just hot. It is so hot. All right, I can't wait anymore. Let's go ahead and try the Nutella one out. It's all in the pastry. This pastry is amazing. I mean, imagine the best croissant you've ever had, crispify that, put sugar on top, and then stuff it with Nutella and cream. That's what this is like. This is spectacular. There's no name for this bakery. It's just literally right on the street. But there's a long line of locals. It smells amazing when you pass by, and that's why I stopped in. I can't give you the name because there is no name, but wow. Best empanadas I've ever had in my life, no doubt about it.
Una sencilla.
¿Sencilla sin queso?
Sin queso.
Ok. ¿Con todo?
Sí.
My name is Moisés. Mi nombre es Moisés. Esto es lo que se le pone aquí.
Wow.
La carne, la señorita es la encargada de asuntos de importancia. Puro equipo de choque aquí. Ok.
Dice que Singapur ya está en
Cállate, adiós. 5 segundos. 5 segundos. Son wonderful.
Gracias.
Son beautiful, son wonderful.
Wow. All right, next up we've come to a really popular place. I mean, this place is, it just smells so good. It's called Hamburguesas a la plancha, and they're famous for hamburgers, of course. Now the thing about this place is they work fast. I mean, they're saying their goal is 5 seconds and you should be able to get your hamburger.
5 segundos.
And it is insane how quickly they work. I mean, they were telling me that they have this thing called the Ruta de la Hamburguesa, which is the road of the hamburger here in Mexico City. And this is one of the best places to get a hamburger. So I'm super excited to try this out. I mean, they toast the buns, they toast the meat, they toast everything. It looks really good. Let's go ahead and try this out. That is without a doubt the best hamburger I've had here in Mexico. There's a couple reasons. First, that meat, it's so juicy. You can see that it's roasted, but it's a really thin layer. So all that grease is sort of like squeezed out of the meat and it just bleeds. I mean, literally, the hamburger is leaking juice right now. The bread, nice and toasty. I mean, that bread is just perfectly toasted. The seasoning on it, that ketchup, that mayonnaise, all that seasoning just works really well together. But for me, it's the meat. That meat, the way they cook it in there. I mean, you have that lady over there, she's making it so well. It's so toasty, so amazing. Oh yeah, this is without a doubt best hamburger here in Mexico City. And the meat, that is really what sets it apart for me. That meat, that juiciness, yet at the same time, this nice char grilled flavor. It's super hot. I'm holding my hand and I'm burning and it's leaking juice. But absolutely amazing and absolutely worth it.
Adiós, muchas gracias. Adiós. Adiós.
Wow, that is, I mean, that was just like walking by, I smelled, that smell is just irresistible. That is the best hamburger I've ever had, and I think most of it comes down to the meat. That meat, I don't know how they do it, but it's so tender, it's so soft. You see it's being cooked on that grill, but for some reason they've just made it so well. And the people there who are working, just the nicest people, super friendly. They'll help you through the process and everything. It's a busy place. It smells amazing. You get your hamburger in 5 seconds, and I think that might be one of the best hamburgers I've ever had in my life. So definitely gotta go check that place out. All right, let's go see what else we can get.
Hola, son 5 para 40, ¿no? Dame 2 de al pastor, 2 campechanos y un suadero.
Alright, final spot of the day. We've come to a place known as Taqueria Juquilita, and they're located right in the center here of Mexico City. They're at Reforma, so it's super busy, but they've got a great deal. 5 tacos, 40 pesos, and of course I gotta try them out. I got 5 tacos, so I got 2 from Al Pastor and 3 campechanos. The campechanos look really good, and so do the Al Pastor. And the chef, he's super busy. Like, he is just, he's right here, he's cutting down the Al Pastor because there's just too many people here and it's all crowding around. But let's go ahead and try out the campechanos first. We're gonna squeeze some lemon just right on top, give it that bit of acidity. I've already put on some salsa from earlier, so we're gonna go ahead and give the campechanos a try. Let's go for it. So if you didn't know, campechano is a mix of suadero and also longaniza, which is that sort of sausage, which he was cutting earlier. The sausage is a really meaty like taste to it, like a very sort of raw meat to it. So if you like meaty umami flavor, the campechano is super perfect. But let's go ahead and try the Al Pastor once again. I'm gonna squeeze some lemon on top just to give it that little bit of acidity. And we've already got the salsa on there. Alright, you can see the Al Pastor right there just roasting. Literally, that's the Al Pastor right there. So we're gonna go ahead and try these Al Pastor out. So here's the thing, I put a little bit more salsa on the Al Pastor, and wow, that salsa has a really nice smoky flavor to it. The pastor is nice and juicy, but I didn't really taste any pineapple. Obviously, after having Al Pastor yesterday, some of the best Al Pastor, this is pretty hard to compete, but it's still a pretty good Al Pastor, and it's, you know, cooking on there. The meat's nice and juicy anyways, but yeah, overall really good tacos. I mean, for 40 pesos, what can you really ask for? This is absolutely exceptional. But yeah, definitely if you like umami meaty flavor, get the campechano, and their salsa, highly recommendable. Wow, that was incredible. I mean, I would say their campechano is really strong meaty flavor. If you like that, that's what you gotta go for, that salsa. Woo! I'm still burning from that salsa. It really hits you like right when it enters your mouth. It hits you and the lips. And that pastor, I mean, unfortunately it didn't have any pineapple in it, but I would think that's one of the better pastors I've had in Mexico, to be completely honest. That crispiness on the meat on the outside having been char grilled. I mean, that was a good Al Pastor. But today has just been an exceptional food day once again. Having those huesitos earlier, oh, those huesitos are truly amazing. The whole combination obviously put together. Best empanadas I've ever had in my life. I mean, the cream and the Nutella, oh, just amazing. And supposedly the best hamburger in Mexico City, which I'm gonna say that's probably the best burger I've had in all of Mexico so far. So definitely amazing food here in Mexico City. Highly recommend, and I'll continue eating my way through Mexico City in the next video. So make sure to stay tuned, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.